All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And over the last few days, I have been data logging my Procharged Shelby GT350 on E85. And today, I have the final tune, the final revision. So we're gonna be doing our first hard pulls on E85. This car should be making upper 700 wheel horsepower, low 800 wheel horsepower. It's about 70 degrees outside, so hopefully these little R2 tires are hooking up. If you guys are excited, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications to stay up to date. Let's go ahead and load up this file, drive out to a spot and see how the car feels. All right, so we are loading up the E85 revision number 2. I'm not going to drag you the car in this video because it is in the middle of the day. It is a holiday week and it's probably going to be pretty crowded, but I will go ahead and drag you in a different video. I just want to see how the car feels, and I need to go ahead and do this right now because let's say the car breaks up top. Today is like the last day that I could get a revision before the holidays. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be shit out of luck for an entire week. Because obviously we got Christmas coming up, New Year's coming up. I need to get this done right now. So if I want to take the car out, you know, let's say tomorrow or the day after that, I can. So load this up. Probably gonna do a second gear hit and a third gear hit. I'm gonna do the third gear hit first just to make sure the car doesn't break traction. And then hopefully it doesn't break traction in a second. Because if I spin right now, because it's 70 plus degrees outside right now. So if I'm spinning right now, I know for a fact that I'm going to have to switch out these R2s for the Nitto. So I'm going to let this device do its thing. And then after that, start up the car, you know, do the pre-flight check. And then we'll head out to the spot. So hopefully this doesn't take too long to go ahead and download this tune.
One eternity later.
All right, so we just went ahead and downloaded the tune. We can turn the vehicle off. And right now, I guess we can go ahead, fire it up. Let's go ahead and fire it up. First startup on this tune. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Do this pre-flight check. Oh, I smell that E85. I can finally go ahead and clean up back here and whatnot. I'll do that when I get back. That smell of E85, ladies and gentlemen. No more 93. I gotta get my car retinted. You can see right through there. I don't like that. It look ghetto. Weight reduction though. There goes my tensioner. I'm gonna take this to Boyd in like, oh yeah, January, like next, I'm gonna take this to Boyd in like 2 weeks. So we get everything looked over and then potentially pulley down. So we might be pulling down in like maybe like 2 weeks when I take this car to Boyd, because we have to do a couple of other maintenance things and then unusual maintenance, and then since it's there, might go ahead and pulley down. All right, we are on the road and there's literally a cop behind me in the left-hand lane. It's packed out here, y'all. Like, this is exactly why like I can't drag it right now. I'm gonna try to go ahead and do it tonight because it's supposed to rain like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, not Thursday, and then like Friday and Saturday this week. You know, Texas weather's bipolar, so I gotta try this out today. I gotta test it out. We're gonna do a third gear hit. We're gonna do a second gear hit. I'm gonna try to go to one spot. It might be popped because it's been popped a couple times, but worst case scenario, we're gonna get a third gear hit. know if the car hooks on these tires. It is right now like 70 plus degrees outside. So if I break traction, I'm not gonna do a burnout. I shouldn't have to do a burnout. Should not have to do a burnout. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys think it's gonna break traction. Second gear hit. Third gear, there's no shot it does. I will be shocked if it does. All right, so hopefully we have space to do a hit. I'm not too sure though. Doesn't look like it. Let me make sure that I'm in the right drive mode. Space, y'all. It's just too many cars. Might have to just wait till later in the day / in the morning to do this. Yeah, it's too many cars. All right, so it's way later in the day, technically the next morning, and we're gonna go ahead and drag the car. Hopefully there is way less traffic, preferably no traffic, so we can do a third gear hit and a second gear hit so we can see exactly how the car is running. And I'm probably gonna drag it just for the fact that we should have some space. If we don't have space, obviously, you know, we're not gonna be able to drag it. I'll do it a different time, but hopefully it's dead, the area that I wanna go ahead and do 2 different draggy hits. I wanna do a second gear hit and a third gear hit, but I do wanna do a third gear hit as like a test first, just to see exactly like how the car performs, because I've only done a watt log where like I started at like 2500 to 75, and obviously 2500 in third gear is way out of the power band. It's like literally 5,000 RPM below the power band, so it's lugging and then it just so hopefully it hits way different. We're gonna do all the hits in track mode because that's gonna be the only suspension mode that this car can hook. Previously the car was spinning, same temperature, it's like 64 degrees outside right now, and it's probably like 300 DA. So ideal conditions, same exact conditions as the last time I ran my PB draggy, so that's really good. So it's gonna be a direct comparison, 93 E85 on the same boost level. Which is exactly what I wanted to have happen. Let me not go over that water spot. I'm gonna do a third gear hit up here just to see if the tires break loose. I don't think it should, but we'll see. I'm gonna do it at like 60, so not below 60, because that's obviously, you know, 60 to 130, whatnot. But draggy, I'm gonna start it up at like 57, 58. But hopefully it hooks. If it doesn't hook third gear, I know for a fact it's not gonna hook second. But I don't think it should spin at all in third. My first time doing a hit in a car that makes this much power. It's 100% the most horsepower I've ever driven. So, see how it goes. All right, we're about to do a third gear hit up here. Yep, up here, y'all. Goodness, that fourth gear is a time warp. Oh my god, Damn. Wow. Holy shit. It's noticeably faster. I'll tell you that right now, y'all. It is noticeably faster. Whoa. Holy shit. All right. We're gonna see exactly what this car can do. Hopefully there's some space. Hopefully there's some space. I'm gonna do a third gear 60 to 130 right now. I actually am gonna drag the car just to see where it is. Let's see if we can go ahead and run what I wanted to run. Third gear 60 to 130, because in these same conditions, last time I did a hit, second gear was spinning a little bit. So we'll see, because if it spins, it's obviously gonna mess up the time pretty bad. But third gear, when I did that third gear hit, it hooked. So hopefully we'll be good to go. I'm not gonna hit it under the bridge, don't worry. Round two. Let's see if it hooks up second gear. This car is literally right on the doorstep of where I want to be. If I went down one pulley size or took out the passenger seat, it would run where I wanted to be at. But I want to see if I can get this car where I want to be at. Full weight in this condition. But in all reality, if I took this car out, it's 64 right now. Positive, I think it's like 400 DA right now. If I took this car out, let's say it was 54 and the DA dropped to, let's say, I don't know, 100 or 200 DA. Oh my God, I think it's actually starting to rain. Holy shit, I saw some droplets. Or a negative DA night, I'm where I want to be at 100%. But I'm trying to do it in the same conditions. And that was third gear, and third gear is technically like lugging. I'll tell you this right now, from what it ran, 60 to 130, it is faster in second gear if it hooks. But it's, I don't know, I'm gonna try it again, but I don't know. All right, I'm gonna do another hit. I'm not gonna drag it because if it spins, obviously it's gonna mess up the time, but I know for a fact this car will run what I want it to run if it could hook. If I just switch out to Mickey's, it'll run what I want it to run, 110%. Because it spun nasty. I'm gonna see if it spins again. Yeah. It's not hooking up. Not hooking up. It's not hooking. It's not hooking at all. Fuck! I knew this was gonna happen, man. I knew this was gonna happen. It's not hooking. It's dangerous. Like, I literally have to like kind of feather it right there. I just let out because it's not hooking. Because the problem is, like, it's spinning and then it just, I don't want to be banging off the rev limiter. That's the thing. I don't want to be doing that. Even though I have billet oil pump gears, it's just something that you don't really want to be doing. So I'm gonna have to go ahead. I'm at like 25 psi right now. So I had the Mickeys at 25, because 25 is how you get the most out of the life out of these tires. I had the Mickeys at 25 psi, and it did fine, but it's not hooking up, man. It's not hooking up, man. And like, there's a lot of traffic out tonight. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna come out a different night. I'm going to air down the tires to 20 psi, and I'm gonna see if that makes a difference. I'm praying it does, because if it doesn't make a difference, I'm going to have to switch out back to the Mickeys, because I'm having no luck with these Nittos. Because not only is it dangerous that I could damage something internally by hitting the rev limiter, I could also spin out and, you know, cause an accident, which obviously is something that I'm not gonna have happen. So I need to be doing these hits in second, because the car hits so much harder in second gear. Third gear, it's lugging, and like, I know for a fact this car will run what I want it to run on this boost level, full weight, if it can hook second gear. All right, so pulled over at a gas station. Gonna go ahead and top off the car on E85. Car's not hooking with these Nitto R2s. So if you guys are thinking about buying them for your Shelby GT350 and you're planning on making around high 800 wheel horsepower, I would just stick with the Mickey Thompson ET Street SS's 110%. I'm gonna switch out the tires after I do test it at 20 psi, but I honestly don't want to be driving around on 20 psi, because that's gonna chew up the tires prematurely. Because the Mickeys, I'm almost positive they'll hook at 25 psi at this power level. So I'll go ahead and get these swapped out, test it out, because it's just only gonna get cooler. It's 65 out and the car has no traction whatsoever, which is kind of crazy. You know, it's a cool problem, but you know, spinning ain't winning. And I ain't really trying to take L's, because I can't do a hit in the right gear.